are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Hey guys, App State's head coach told me pregame. Coach mentioned they are still without their top running back here today. They are coming off a bye week, so they have been able to get some crucial reps with their backup. Their running back showed some real composure, more patience at the line of scrimmage, and just reading things a little better through these last couple of weeks of practice. We'll see if he's able to put all of that out there on the field today here in the first. Back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. And the Mountaineers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a look at them first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He's one of the top runners in the sport, and certainly they'll go to him early and often.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a...
He's looking deep. Catch inside the 25. They get him out of bounds at the 22, but a gargantuan gain on that one. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. It'll be a draw. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Nowhere to go.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Wolfpack will have first and 10. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Grimes. They're all over him. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. 7, App State 0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mountaineers offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Lockett. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Clayton. Look out! They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. Not a lot of room to field this one. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Drops back on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Long way to go on 2nd down. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. The Appalachian State faithful raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on 3rd down. It'll be a 1st down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Under pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line. Great place to start for this offense. Sells the run, looking to pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking for the edge. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. From the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Moving the pocket, it's Grimes. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Left side, it's Bush. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going to take a shot. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the 1st quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hand off from the shotgun. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away. Play is halted momentarily as the training staff is out to check on an injured member of the Wolfpack. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he crushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Appalachian State comes out on the field to get the drive started. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. The give on the counter. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Clayton. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. 3rd and long right here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to establish the run. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. On the move, trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Quick give. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Lockett. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Mountaineers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on 1st. Release to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20th to 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Grimes. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
I'll tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Keeps it himself. The option, he'll keep it. He'll pitch it across the 45. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the 1st down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Got it behind the line. It's Bush. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The snap sets up to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Wants to throw. It's Clayton. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached the 2-minute timeout. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Fresh center downs going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Grimes. A strike downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Fresh set of downs going up top. Extending the play. He'll pull it down. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, and it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward.
Makes a grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. A 1st down run on the doorstep. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? This is a designed run. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he makes the extra point. look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Clayton. Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Trojans looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now over to your game in Boone. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kidd Brewer Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate. Makes the catch, and he's free. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
2nd and long here.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Grab behind the line. It's Lockett. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Drops back. It's Clayton. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Inside the touchdown, Mountaineers. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now they're going to throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
Give a lot of credit to the defense on this one. They were able to generate a pass rush, force the quarterback to move off of his spot, and that definitely affected his accuracy. It's a big reason why that throw was incomplete.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he avoids the sack.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now forcing the punt and a chance to give the ball back to their offense to do some damage.
The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll take it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Clayton. Hauls it in. Made a defender miss. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Lockett. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Mountaineers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for running room. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important.
Open space in the middle. Past the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Got room at the 35. Touchdown, Wolfpack. That one will give them the lead. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this.
Open field on the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Out wide left, it's Lockett. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Motion from the wideout. Hand it to the back. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Hard running there. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Working the ground game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Grimes. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Appalachian State faithful, raising the roof and trying to help the Mountaineers on 3rd down. Gets the first himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the grab.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Hits inside, it's Massey. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Heading into the 4th quarter, and both of these running backs have just been outstanding. Quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. The option, the keeper. The offense coughs it up, and the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the...
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Got him on the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Moves the pocket. It's Clayton. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive.
Only in the hops. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Running inside. It's Massey.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll run it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Trying to do it himself. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on 4th and short.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Turning it on!
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to blow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fighting off the defender. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right side, it's Bush. Now the connection takes it to the 11. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
And the biggest key for them on this sustained drive has been their ability running the football. And there's nothing more demoralizing to a defense when you know the other team is going to run it and you still can't stop them. And I think if I'm this offense here, I'm finding other ways and other run schemes to just keep giving this guy the football because he is cruising through this defense now.
NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Well, that's just a foolish penalty. You can't lose track of the play clock that close to the goal line, but still 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Defense rolls up deep in its a 2nd and long coming. Fires quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here.
After that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field right now and this juncture of the game, I'm expecting that.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Clayton. Right down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Gets rid of it.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up.
Unloads it downfield. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. 45 seconds left to go, and the whole thing pretty much comes down to this onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance, but you got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.